Hello, my fellow nerds. How are you today? Today is Wednesday. It is insanely windy here in Texas. I have a metal roof, so if you all of a sudden hear this, like, that, I don't know if you heard that or not. It's just because it's super windy and it's, like, slamming my metal roof down in some parts that aren't, like, really attached to my house. And so I promise you, I'm not going to war. It's just my roof. Today is also Mario Day. It's a Mario. Luigi, it's a Mario. What is Mario Day? Mario is if you put, okay, so today is March 10th, right? If you put MAR10 together, it looks like Mario. It looks like Mario. It's a Mario. Sorry. I just liked it. I love a Mario and Luigi. Okay, anyways. But I have a mission for you. If you choose to accept it, and it has something to do with Mario Day, and I'll be getting more into it after this. So, if you are new to my podcast, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, leave a review on whatever platform you're listening to me on. Mucho, thank you. I, love you. I love you. I wish I could, bring you in and just tell you, thank you. Tell you how much I'm thankful for you, because it's because of you that my podcast now has 120 downloads. What? Anyways, let me get back to that. I'm skipping ahead. I'm a little excited about this podcast. I'm really excited about today's episode. And so, here we go. I don't have an intro. I'm just going to tell you, this is the Nerd in Texas podcast. I call this podcast a tiny podcast with a big heart, if you can't tell already. By the way, I just kind of want to hug you. I just kind of want to bring you in close. It is about movies, TV shows, books, video games, and anything you might consider nerdy. I want it to be a nerdy community where nerds don't have to be afraid to be nerds and nerd out and just say whatever they want to say without getting that weird look like, what are you talking about? Because I get that a lot from family members. But anyways, I reached 120 downloads, y'all. Last Friday I checked and I was at 102 and I was like, heck yeah, what am I going to do to celebrate 102? Then Sunday night, around 1 o'clock in the morning, I was at 112. I checked this morning, and I'm at 120. OMG. Thank you. Y'all are so amazing, and I love you so much. And I just want to explode. I can't tell you how much I'm so thankful for you, and how much I love you, and please give me feedback. Please message me. Please talk to me. Let me know if I'm doing great. Let me know if I'm messing up on anything, because I really do. I do whatever I can to change things. I'm not going to be like, I don't like the way you do. I'm not just, anyways. I'm also a tiny podcast with a big heart, like I said earlier, and I really want to give back. I really want to celebrate reaching 120. I really want to celebrate Mario Day by giving back. I didn't raise enough money to donate to 51st Legion like I really wanted to, but I did buy a cup of coffee for there's a $3 donation. I donated to a fellow podcaster. It's called On Second Watch. He's a fellow movie/video gamer, such as myself. His podcast, he talks about and reviews movies, and so, I don't know, I feel like we have this, unspoken bond that we kind of talk about the same things, and normally, I don't know a whole lot of people in the podcast community, but it's kind of great that he's been like, do you know what, I'm going to help you out, and it's just been awesome. This kind of instead of ooh, you're competition type deal, we've been helping each other out. So I sent him a donation. Today is the last day. Today is Mario Day. He had a goal, which I didn't find out about this until 2 days ago, that he has a goal to reach $1,000 by today. And, sorry. I've been having really bad hiccups lately. Anyways, he's at 90%
to his goal. So that means 90% of, I'm not great at math, but 90% of $1,000, that's like, I think he's got $100 to go. And so if you can go to on second watch, all the profits will be used to buy Nintendo Switch, games, activities, and stuff like that for children that receive care at CS Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So, either donate $3, like that's all I did was donate $3. I bought him a cup of coffee because right now that's all I can afford. I'm sorry, dude. I would totally love to give more. So, please help him out. This is like stuff that goes towards kids who are in, hospitals, who are probably really sick, really ill. They're just sitting in bed doing absolutely nothing. It provides Nintendo Switches, games, activities, stuff for them to do. And I think that's like the coolest idea ever, and I wish I thought of it myself. But, so yes, March 10th, today, a Mario Day. Your mission, if you wish to accept it, is donate just $3. Just buy them a cup of coffee. That's literally what it's called. Buy them a cup of coffee. And give these kids something to do. If you want to donate more, that's even awesomer. I actually got ordered today. I should be getting them like around March 20th. Custom keychains. So, if you message me, send me, like, if you do a big donation, send me a screenshot of the donation you sent. And whoever sends the highest donation, I will send you a Nerd in Texas keychain. I know that's kind of lame, but it's also cool at the same time. So get at me. He just needs like $100, man. And it's like such a good cause. Oh, and when you do send a donation, let him know Nerd in Texas sent you. Okay, in the donation box, be like, hey, Nerd in Texas sent me. This is an awesome cause. Keep doing your thing, man. Well, that's what I put. You don't have to put what I put, but you get it. I'm going to be putting the link in my description. I'll be posting it on my Instagram, my Facebook, all of that fun stuff. So hopefully I can get the ball rolling for this guy, because he has helped me out big time. And he's given me, like, because you have to pay monthly for Ko-fi, and he helped me out big time, and I want to help him out big time as well. So let's do this. Let's get into today's podcast. Today's podcast is about Clarice. Yes, Hello, Clarice. Clarice. It's a TV show based off of, like, a year after Silence of the Lambs. According to IMDb, it's a look at the untold personal story of FBI agent Clarice Starling as she returns to the field about a year after the events of Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs was a horror movie that came... Oh, I guess it's a horror movie. I don't know. It came out in 1991. Some people call it a horror movie. Some people call it thriller. Some people... Whatever. To me, I think it's like a horror thriller mashed all into one. Just a good movie. Anyways. So, in the cast of the show, we have Rebecca Breeds, who plays Clarice. She was in TV shows like The Originals, Pretty Little Liars, and a whole bunch of other things. We have Nick Sando as Murray Clark. He was in Law & Order, CSI, Blue Bloods, all that kind of shows, blah, blah, blah. And he's also in Orange is the New Black. I loved that show on Netflix. Not gonna lie, I did not watch the last season because, like I've said before, I have a hard time ending things, okay? Like, I am just now watching the ending of Supernatural, and I watched that show ever since, like, day one, episode 1 came out. I have followed Sam and Dean, and they're, and I feel like if I don't watch the end of it, then that means it didn't end. You know what I mean? I wish I could do that with, like, relationships. If I don't watch the breakup never happened. But then I'd probably get a restraining order, and that wouldn't be good. We also have Cal Penn as Shan Tripathi. I don't know how to say that name. He was in Harold and Kumar movies, Van Wilder, Big Bang Theory. That guy. That funny guy. From what I can find, there's going to be 10 episodes, and only 4 of them have been released so far. I am not gonna lie. I have not watched the 4th episode. I don't know. It's a good show, but at the same time, it's not a show that it's like so good. You know what I mean? Let's get into it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. So the first episode is a look into what is going on. What Clarice's life is like 1 year after Silence of the Lambs. And she's sitting there talking to a therapist because she's got PTSD from everything. She kind of refuses to talk to her own family. She kind of refuses to talk to the victims' families. She, I guess, I don't know, is having a hard time grasping that everything is over, even though it's a year later, which is understandable. It's kind of scary. So Clarice is called back into the field when 2 bodies show up only several feet apart with similar wounds that appear to be the work of an unknown serial killer on the loose. That's what IMDb says. So one, like I said, she's like in therapy, talking to a therapist in the beginning. Clarice Starling has this like country twang accent, but real strong, like a real strong country twang accent. Mine only comes out when I've been drinking, so you can really tell that I'm from Texas, because after I've had a few drinks, it's like, it comes out. I guess I can't control it. I don't know. The reason why I bring this up now, we'll come back to it about her accent in episode 2. So, for some reason, the FBI community, FBI agents, FBI, period, hates Clarice now. I guess because of all this recognition she's getting from everything that happened in Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, for some reason, everybody hates her. And like I said, it shows her in therapy. The psychologist says, you're not ready. But in comes an FBI agent, just like storms through the therapy session, right? And the psychologist is like, what is wrong with you? I'm in a session and whatever. And this FBI agent is like, well, we need Clarice. There's something going on. We need Clarice. There's some bodies. They want Clarice. So she goes to investigate the murders, and she puts it together that it's not a serial killer that's doing this. It's not a serial killer that, you know, the head honcho FBI agent wants it to be, because her FBI boss is like a total jerk and hates her. Why does everybody hate her? Like, again, give the girl a break, you know? She went through some things. She needs therapy. Let her get the therapy. Chill, y'all. Like, dang. Just let her go. So her FBI boss is like, yes, it is a serial killer, and we're doing a press release, and you're going to be part of that press release, and you're going to say it is. Why? Why does this dude want it to be a serial killer so bad? Like, why does everything have to, like, there's a lot of things in this show that I didn't get, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get the whole part about press releases, and, like, you know, I don't get it. Like, she's pretty much, they just threw her in. She hasn't worked in, like, a year because of everything that happened, and you just, like, boom, throw her to the sharks and make her do a press release where she's kind of, like, freaking out and has PTSD from a past press release, and I don't know, it's just crazy. But of course she solves the case and figures out who the bad guy is without her boss knowing, because the boss doesn't really trust her and makes this one dude like babysitter pretty much. And she solves the case. She does a press release. The boss is like, you tell him it's a serial killer. And she is like, she tells him, no, this wasn't a serial killer. This is a story that that wanted to be told, and this is how I'm going to do it. But it ends up not happening that way. The one thing I don't like about some of these crime shows, like I was saying earlier, and like in Dexter, they make a big deal about these press releases. Like, what is the big deal? I'm sorry, but when I watch the news or when I turn on the TV or whatever the case may be, I'm not searching for press releases. I guess it's good to know. It's good to know what's going on, especially with COVID and all that craziness, and say there is a serial killer out there, I would like to know. But when I am watching a press release, I don't know who that person is. They'll say like, "Oh, it's Sheriff so-and-so." Okay. Cool. I'm not like gonna go stalk them on Twitter and ooh, they treat these like people who have to do press releases like they're famous. I don't know. Anyways, so on to episode 2. Had to take a break. Had to take a breath there for a second. I've kind of been like battling migraines because of everything, the weather that's going on in Texas, so bear with me. Episode 2, Clarice, Starling, and the team are deployed to Tennessee where the FBI is laying siege against a fringe militia group called the Statesmen. It becomes like a hostage situation to the compound, kind of like Waco, and they even say something like, "This isn't going to turn into a Waco. This isn't going to be like Waco. This is Tennessee. This ain't Waco." And another thing is, like, when it first starts off of the episode, she's, like, staying with a best friend or something, and, like, I talked about her accent earlier. The episode opens up, episode 2, with her, like, blaring rock music and doing push-ups. And I don't know about y'all, but Tennesseans with country twang accents and small-town southern girl, and I doubt she's blaring rock music and doing push-ups, like G.I. Jane, which is another good movie. I love that movie. So they go to this compound place that's being held hostage, and there's some kid that's being held in this compound. He talks to her. He runs back inside the compound. The boss FBI guy is like, "You're not going to have anything to do with this, and you're going to stand back and for this one, and blah, 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 blah." But, of course, the guy holding everyone hostage is like, "Nope, I only want to talk to her. I only want to talk to the girl that kid was talking to, and yeah, I want to talk to the famous FBI agent." You know, so I don't know why I'm giving... I'm giving everybody an accent. I'm sorry. But another thing I noticed in this show is, like, all the FBI agents are famous. Like, I don't know. It's the FBI. I don't know. I could not tell you an FBI agent. I couldn't tell you the name of an FBI agent. So why do all these people all of a sudden know all these FBI agents? I don't know. And then they're, like, in this compound where people are just, like, growing their own plants and doing whatever, and it's just a shady, scary, dark-looking place. Barely have electricity, but somehow they have a TV to where they know who Clarice is. I don't know. But anyways, it goes south while she's inside, and it starts to become like a Waco. And, of course, everyone around her gets shot, but she doesn't. Again, they end up solving the case and solving the problem, and everyone goes, well, not everyone, but she goes home, you know. So episode 3 is, in order to prove to the team that she's fit for duty, Clarice must find the confession from a suspect in the 3 river murders. So, of course, in this episode, it's just mainly just her trying to prove that she can do this, even though in the last 2 episodes she already did. She already solved the first case. She helped with the second case. Why she's got to prove even more, I don't get it. But, okay. So, like I said, episode 4, I haven't really watched it yet. I was watching all of those other episodes while I was cleaning my house yesterday, and so it was kind of like watching it, not watching it type deal. Because I first started watching it, and then I don't know, I'm just kind of discovered that I'm not really into it. It's a good show and has really good potential. It's just not what I was expecting. One, it's just really predictable. It's just like all those other CSI crime shows. Every episode they're solving a murder. Every episode she's got to prove herself. Every episode someone's got to like say something bad about her, nasty about her, whatever. Of course there's like one good guy that she is like getting involved with. Not involved, but right now they're just developing a friendship, and so of course you know that's going to end up turning into a love story. Even if it doesn't turn into a love story, it's going to be one of those complicated love stories where it's going to be like, I like you, but I don't like you. I like you, but we're partners, and we can't like each other, and you know, and then by the time they confess their love for each other, like one of them's going to die probably. Well, obviously not Clarice, because we kind of know how her story goes. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. It's just a little predictable. I'm gonna keep watching it, though. It's just not anything where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the next episode. Or like, oh, I can't wait for, I forgot what days it comes out on. I watch it on Hulu. Like, oh, I can't, you know, it's just not anything where I would do a new episode every week for it type of deal like I did for WandaVision. It's just, it's meh right now. If you know what meh, it's meh, it's meh. I'm gonna keep watching it though, even though I'm not really digging it. I'll keep you posted though. Like, it might be one of those situations where I start watching it the first season and I'm like, dang, this show sucks. And then it's gonna get huge and people are gonna be like, no, it's so good. You just gotta get past the first season. Because there's actually a lot of shows that are like that. Like, you get past the first season and it's really good. So maybe that's the situation for this. I'm not exactly sure. So we will find out. I will take one for the team and I will continue to watch it. If it gets good, I'll let you know. Like I said, I think there's only 10 episodes. So we will find out. I will keep watching it for you, for my fans, for the people. I don't know why I said my fans. I don't really have fans. For my listeners, for you guys. So this concludes my podcast for today. It's kind of a short one, I guess. I was kind of trying to drag it out, make it longer. Like I said, I made changes to my website. I pretty much just added things. I added an email subscription, so get on my website, sign up for my email subscription. I'll be emailing when I have new podcast release, when I have milestones, when I've got new stuff. That's when I'll be sending emails. If you liked my podcast, if you like this podcast, like I said, today, I don't want you to go to my Ko-fi page this time. I want you to go onto On Second Watch. Go to their Ko-fi page. I'm leaving the link in the description. Make a donation. Tell them Nerd in Texas sent you. It's a good cause. It's giving kids something to do while they're in the hospital. I want y'all to have a great Wednesday. You'll hear from me on Friday. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Peace, love, everything nerdy. I love every single one of you. Look for everything. Look for my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anything that, yeah. I love you guys.